to Talladega Superspeedway, qualifying underway for the 911FleetServices.com Cup Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Get more information at all of our leagues at dgsracing.com. So watch Ian Montrose make his way out there. We are on round 14 of 15. Tonight we decide which of our 8 playoff drivers still in contention go to the Championship 4 in 1 week's time. Hello, William. Welcome in, everybody. Montrose was the first one to hit the track, so we'll ride along with him a bit, but we'll come back to that as we show you who else is out there. Ethan Evers in the 8, Cody Cleaver in the 2, Jay Richter the 0-2, Jared Talmadge sitting on pit road, Jolene Sims, Peter Therio, Blake Giglio, got a Fortnite car, that's so Blake. You have a Lucas in a Toyota tonight, changing things up on us. Montrose should be the first one to put a timed lap down. We'll ride along with the 1 car. Running low on his first lap, so he's going for it on lap 1. If he goes all the way to the apron or stays on track, he'll stay on track. First time will pop up. 53.326. That's the lap time everyone's going to have to shoot for. The 6 car immediately beats it. Jolene Sims, the Donut Moth Ford. Jay Richter, Fort Worth Green Chevy. Both those cars jump up ahead of Montrose. See Ethan Evers running high on his first lap. Cody Cleaver slats in 3rd. Lucas Heusma goes to 2nd. He's going to be a one and done. Looks like everyone else still on throttle, so Heusma's the only one that's a hit it and quit it kind of guy. Jolene Sims has parked it. Heusma has as well. Wait for Edwards, Talmadge, Green, Peters, Dominic Lee all out on track. Looks like Lee's car is just going to show up plain white for us all night long. Perfect. Ethan Evers in the 8 on his 2nd lap. Gets the 53.19, goes to the top of the charts. Ethan's favorite track, as we had discussed yesterday. Talmadge goes P2. 91 machine. Mike Edwards' first lap, so he was running high, so he clocks in 10th on lap 1. Thomas Green clocks in 10th now. Looks like we're going to have 13 of our 26 cars attempt to qualify, so quite literally half the field. Edwards. Peters. And a plain white car for Lee. That is going to be the end of qualifying. Ethan Evers will be your pole sitter tonight in the 8. Nice lap there to the 8 team. Let the cars get out on track. We can show off who is available. See if we can find Mr. Evers. Hello. Not yet.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, it's going okay, I guess.
Yeah, seems not so bad. You're going to be starting right behind the pace car. It's a pretty good spot to start.
Yeah, hopefully I can finish here too.
You want to finish behind the pace car?
Well, I mean, in the number 1 position.
All right, well, we got the beautiful playoff banners on this car. How do we feel about trying to move on even if you don't win?
Oh, I feel like I have to win. I don't know if that's the case, but I feel like I do.
I don't think it's literally the case, but it's going to be tough if you don't, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was kind of like last night, I feel like I got a lot of stage points, but I just fell incredibly short.
It happens. Well, we got another chance at it tonight when I know Talladega's your favorite track, so good luck to you.
All right, man, appreciate it.
Ethan Evers in the 8. He'll start on pole tonight. We'll let the field form up, waiting on Dominic Lee, Hayden Knoll, Thomas Green. Get their cars on track. We can kick off our starting lineup. Rolling stage to the end of 33. Good luck. Oh, Lord Blake. What's your question?
Hold on a second. How many installs can I go through again?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Alright.
Good luck, Blake, in only using 5 bits.
Right. Alright. Oh, alright.
There's history there. There's history there if you don't know. Alright. Starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. We have Ethan Evers starting on pole in the 8 car. Then we have Jarrett Talmadge starting second, the K1 Race Gear Chevrolet. Blake Giglio Fortnite Chevy starts in third. Jolene Ruby Sims starts the Donut Moth Ford in the 4th spot. Lucas Hoisman, the Low Drag Esports Toyota, starts in 5th. Jay Richter Fort Worth Screen Chevrolet starts in 6th. Cody Cleaver Till Valhalla Project Chevy starts 7th. Ian Montrose KRP Fort Worth car starts in 8th. Peter Therio the Schweppes Chevy starts in 9th. Thomas Green Goodwrench Service Plus Chevy starts in 10th. Mike Edwards, the Fort Worth Screen Chevrolet Logain, starts in 11th. Hayden Lowell in the Napa Ford starts in 12th. Dominic Lee in a plain white car starts in 13th. Lilith Peters in the Foxfire Food Chevy starts 14th. Evan Clapper Piedmont Airlines Terry Labonte Throwback starts 15th. Perry Grindell Kamikaze Motorsport Toyota starts in 16th. Quinn Newton Labor 12 CTC Chevy 17th. Alec Andrix in the Go Gold iRacing Ford starts in 18th. Daniel Llewellyn Labor 12 Chevy in 19th. Dave Hoytsman Labor 12 Ford in 20th. Zach Marchison has his USA Firearms Gamer Subs Ford in the 21st spot. J.R. Deal Ghost Crew Ford in 22nd. Dan Reaperchuk has the Heartlines Iowa Chevrolet starts in 23rd. Jeremy Scherer, the Hot Tamales Fire and Ice Chevy starts 24th. Scott Elston, I have no idea. Tamiya? We'll go with that. Tamiya Chevrolet starts in 25th. Will Asher Brander Fort Worth Screen KRP Chevy 26th. Whew. 26 cars here at Dega tonight in the Next Gen Cup cars. Thanks once again to our partners at 911fleetservices.com. Check them out for all of your fleet service needs for emergency crews. 911fleetservices.com. Pace car's heading off. We'll have to wait until the green flag actually waves before we can take off. So we cut our field down from 8 championship drivers down to 4 before our finale next week. Field works through the trioval, up through the gears as we get the green flag, 66 laps. Stage to the end of 33, and Hoytsma, wow, they're checking up on that inside line big time. It's fortunate not to have a wreck there at the start. Like Ethan Evers maybe missed a gear briefly or something. Inside line checked up big time. Should get advantage to Jarrett Talmadge on the outside down the backstretch. Talmadge with the 6 of Jolene Sims will clear to the bottom in front of Ethan Evers. There's Jay Richter leading the top lane. Ethan Evers will jump up in front of him. Montrose in the 1 there as well. And Talmadge leads lap 1. Bonus point for the 91 team as they try to continue their championship. per lap led, 3 points for the most laps led. It's like 24 of our cars are all in the lead pack. 2 cars have dropped back and decided to ride it out behind the pack. Those are Will Asherer and Scott Elston, as someone is coming across the track. That is a 55 of Margison. Oh my gosh. What happened to Margison here? He's in the middle. Looks like Quinn Newton, maybe? Quinn Newton came up a bit, got Margison, sent him down to the inside. Let's far chase that one once again. They were 4 wide there briefly. Margison maybe didn't know it. 88, 55 get together. Margison goes down the track, slides back up, then tries to put the power down, loses it again. Close call for Elston back there. They were trying to ride them back and save their cars and almost died anyway. Back up to the main pack we go. Evers pushing his nose out ahead. Evers was able to get ahead of Talmadge and drop to the bottom. Now 3 wide back around Hayden Lull. Thomas Green on the outside, back part of the top 10. Big Cleaver down low in the 2. He's going to move up behind Montrose. Looks like Giglio jumping to the top. Oh! Jay Richter may have just bounced off the door of Lucas Hoytsma in the inside lane. Montrose goes way high. He is dropping to the back. Looks like he wants no part of the chaos. And Talmadge is going to lead that lap. Evers and Giglio in the high lane. Then a bit of a gap back to Richter, then Lull, Edwards, Cleaver. Looks like he and Montrose is going to lose the lead pack. Goes Blake Giglio out from behind Ethan Evers to the bottom line. Oh, Jay Richter's out of shape. He's going to come back up into Hayden Lull. That's going to put him in the wall. Lilith Peters looks like got caught up in it in the 0-1. We stay green because none of that is on track. Jay Richter's down in the grass. Unless he rolls onto the track. Stop. There it is. Jay Richter finally brings out the caution as he tried to get back on track as Montrose went by. Probably a saving grace for Montrose as he had lost the lead pack. Let's go back and watch Richter's about where it all started. Richter in front of Hayden Lull behind Ethan Evers. Running in the middle line. Hayden's going to get him in the left rear, gets him out of shape, then back up into Hayden, bounces up into Lilith Peters. Back down into Hayden. Hayden carries on, no harm, no foul. Like pretty heavy damage to the 0-2. The 0-1 of Peters was also involved. Front nose dragging on the 0-1. That's no good. Now is gone completely. We got our first caution on lap 6 of 66. A little bit of damage. Wheels kind of sticking out on Hayden's car. Body doesn't look bad on that car, but the wheels sticking out certainly not good. Hayden probably wishes he didn't punt the 0-2 in the rear now. Hayden, DG, got a copy?
Uh-oh.
Well, you appear to have wheel damage.
Yeah, that's why I've Ethan has graciously given me an EOL.
Nice. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a car there.
Yeah, there were. I don't know what it looked like from the broadcast perspective, but from inside the car here, they were just checking up so big. And by the time I tried to get checked up for Justin, I was already in the back of him, and it turned him.
10-4. Good luck to you, sir, so you don't miss your
So,
pit.
well, hey, Swiss, you said last night that I hadn't caused my normal one incident per super speedway race, so I just had to come in tonight and get that out of the way.
You got one. Gotta get one more still.
Yep.
Gotta
Well,
get back to your
I've got a
average.
fast repair, so
There you go. All right,
which I
bud.
have to use.
Yeah,
Bye,
yeah, you're
Swiss.
gonna need it. Okay, bye. Giving a hard time to Hayden. Always a good sport. Tom Edge on and off pit road, re-topped off the tank. So did Giglio, Sims, Hoitzma, Evers, Cleaver, Edwards, Newton, Grindel, Montrose, J.R. Deal, all topping off the tanks. Then we have some tire takers. Stereo in the 30, a 16-second stop. May have had a couple seconds optional there. Dave Hoisman took on a set of tires. Elston an 8-second stop. I think that was just fuel and sitting in the box a little bit. Thomas Green took a set of tires. Reberchak 10-second stop. Not sure what that was. Alec Hendrick 16 seconds. Probably some optional there for the 12. 15 seconds for Scherer. Ashburner an 8-second stop. Llewellyn, he had some damage to fix as he stayed on pit lane for 31 seconds. That or he just wanted to jump up and get a shot or something. Zach Margerson, he had 25 seconds, so we saw him have his issue. Got shot down into the inside lane and nearly bounced into a few other cars. Unfortunately, did not. Hayden Ald's taken his fast repair, 22 seconds for him. So I believe he may have taken a set of tires. Dominic Lee looks like he took some optional repairs. Evan Clapper a minute in the pit lane. Let's see damage to this car. Not real sure what Evan was on pit lane for so long for, but car looks okay. Maybe he had, like I said, something to pop up and do real quick. Took that opportunity to do so. Jake Richter getting the damage repair. Minute 40 and counting. Now he's getting right side tires. See if he can get down and away before the pace car gets here. He'll go a lap down. It's going to be close. Don't think he made it. He will go a lap down. Tough break for Jay Richter. I would have just sped. The speeding penalty is just into the longest line. Speed and get out there. Don't lose a lap. So that puts Richter 26, one lap down. Everyone else still in the lead lap. Ashburner's back on the pit lane. Probably going to top off the tank once again. He's rejoining the field. Should put those two similarly painted cars together. Grindel came down, topped off the tank, as did Thomas Green and Will Asherbrenner. So those three, we'll just say half a lap because it's under caution. About a half a lap better than the rest of the field on fuel. Something to keep your mind on as we try to get to halfway and get those halfway points. End of lap 33. Is Blake Giglio riding the wall?
Okay.
Okay. And there he goes up there to the wall again. Pace car is heading off. We still have no idea what Blake Giglio is doing. Talmadge gets us restarted. Giglio on the outside line with the help from Lucas Hoisma. Those two are hooked up nose to tail. Talmadge gets a large jump over the 6 of Jolene Sims.
I got a black flag for passing somehow. I thought I was where I was supposed to be.
Outside line starting to push ahead here. Giglio, Hoitzman, Cleaver. Cleaver peeking to the inside. Newton didn't think he would go with him. He acted like he was going to, but the other two cars are his teammates, so he's going to stay up with them. Cleaver now drops to the bottom, in front of two of his teammates. JR Deal, welcome to this front pack. Big gap after Ian Montrose, back to Evan Clapper. This group 3.6 seconds back. So we have an 11 car breakaway up front.
If you are dragging the brake, please do not. I cannot tandem draft to save my life. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know what we are doing in the inside of it.
I must have some damage or something. I didn't think that I did.
Oh, Jay
Oh,
Richter
that was a smart move.
gets tagged there by Evan Clapper.
Good job keeping it down there. Thank you for not coming back up.
Jay's going to have to hope for a caution to catch back up to the second pack. Thomas Green, one of our playoff drivers, is in this group along with Harry Grindell. Lilith Peters, no front end, is in this group. Lilith trying to make it to the next round. She very much does not like Talladega. You can see why. No nose on that car.
My wheel has been covered 6 degrees to the right.
Now the front group is almost single file. As they shift to the top here. Let the prime cars go to the bottom. Giglio, Hoitzma, Newton, JR Deal. Dave Hoitzma run the top. Edwards, Cleaver, Evers, Montrose. Talmadge and Ruby Sims run the bottom. Jared Talmadge just moved to the top. Quinn Newton just hit the wall on a straightaway. JR Deal drops down to lead the inside line. Harry Grindell's made it to the front of the second pack. Looks like they are starting to gain on the lead group. Gap's now under 5 seconds between the two.
Okay, now if we stay single file, we might be able to catch the first pass.
Hayden with the logic. You got two playoff drivers back here in this second group. They definitely want to move them back up to the front. Thomas is going to go way high.
Yes, not.
That's weird. It like shoved me out. Sorry. I'm not the best pusher right now anyway.
And the gap goes back over 5 seconds. Cars up front group way down on the apron. What the heck? Let's Tom Imagine a 91 way down on the apron. Got back to Grindel 5.2 now. Starting to close in once again though. Second pack goes all the way back to Jeremy Scherer in 22nd. Lilith Peters and Scott Elston 23rd and 24th. They have lost that pack ahead of them. They will start to fall back in a hurry with that front end leading this group. Elston probably be better served to jump ahead of Peters. And Peters recognizes that. Go high and let Elston by and try to tuck in behind him. We have Will Asherbrenner and Jay Richter, the two twins. 25th and 26th. With these cars racing side by side up in the front pack, they've put another second over Harry Grindel in pack 2. Seems not enough pushing going on back here. The front pack's going to go about as fast as Hoytsman's going to push Giglio. And the rest of them are just pulling on the draft and staying in touch with those two. Pack 2 is going to go as fast as Harry Grindel and Hayden Lull can make it happen, but Lull is not hooked up on back bumper of the 70 of Grindel. Seems like every time they get to a corner, they lose ground. "12 laps. 12 laps since we last put them under the green flag. Blake Giglio picks up another lap lead. Blake and Lucas both not in the playoff hunt. They didn't run the full season, so they're just here to get the wins.
Came down. I was lifting.
I think Talmadge was trying to let Deal in, and Deal didn't recognize it. Still have 11 cars in that lead pack. Losing ground, Harry Grindel in pack 2. Dominic Lee is going to push the 30 of Peter Therio up out of the groove and ship him back in the pack. Daniel Wallen keeps leaving that bottom open. I believe Dominic Lee will take advantage of that. Gap now closing in on 7 seconds. That's the second pack. Even though they're all in line, they're still losing time to the lead pack. All kinds of cars getting shuffled out. There's 44 of Clapper and 23 of Llewellyn both get shuffled out. Here comes Dominic Lee up to Hayden Lull. Dominic Lee not afraid to be a pusher. Appreciate you, Corey.
Figure it out, man. Figure it out.
Mostly single file up front. Jolene Sims the only one shuffled out. Jolene Sims hitting the wall on the straightaway. Okay then. Doing the Blake Giglio. Blake did it, Blake's leading. Thought maybe she could do it and do the same. Oh, Hayden almost turned Harry. Hayden just can't keep that car in line, and it keeps him dancing side to side, and every time he does it, he nearly turns the car he's pushing. See Dominic Lee behind him trying to match him. I think that's where they're losing time in his second pack. Hayden maybe ought to let Dominic Lee push here. Making laps quick here. 17 laps since they were last on pit road. Have to imagine pit stops are starting to creep into their minds. Four laps complete. Blake Giglio leads. Lucas Hoitzma second. Quinn Newton third. Dave Hoitzma fourth. Ian Montrose fifth. Ethan Evers sixth. Jarrett Talmadge seventh. Cody Cleaver eighth. J.R. Deal ninth. Mike Edwards 10th. Jolene Sims 11th. Last car in this lead pack. And you go 6.8 seconds now back to Harry Grindell. So they've started to figure it out. They have not only stopped losing time, but they're starting to gain a little bit. Aiden Lowell, Dominic Lee, Alec Andrix, Daniel Wallen, Evan Clapper, Thomas Green, Dan Reberchuk, Zach Margison, Peter Therio, and Jeremy Scherer in that group. Another stack of 11 cars.
Are we there yet?
23rd, you have Elston and Peters. 23rd, 24th, still in the lead lap. Peters opted not to take the fast repair on that last caution. And you have Will Asherbrenner and Jay Richter. The twins out there drafting together. Richter already a lap down. William Asherbrenner. So those two try to stay on the lead lap. Well, stay on the lead lap for Asherbrenner and stay one lap down. And here we come to the pit lane. Blake Giglio leading the CTC crew. And Ian Montrose. CTC, Ian Montrose, the 6 of Sims, and it looked like the 9 of Deal all pit in that group. That sounds like people are crashing. Don't see anyone crash, but it definitely sounded like it. Blake down and away, Hoitzma, Newton, Dave Hoitzma, JR Deal, Sims, Montrose, a long stop for him. Looks like he had an issue. He will lose the draft. Lilith Peters taking the fast repair, nose back on that car now. probably try to keep up with Elston. Elston and Peters will go a lap down as the field just raced by. You got Ethan Evers, Cody Cleaver, Mike Edwards, and then the 91 of Talmadge. All of these are playoff cars. Looks like all of line 2 is still together. Pack 2, Harry Goodell, Hayden Knoll, Dominic Lee, Alec Andrix, Daniel Wallen, Evan Clapper, Thomas Green.
Harry, how many more do you have?
4, so I can go another 3.
Maybe if you'd been in the league longer, Charlie, you'd know.
Hey, Harry and Hayden, I'm gonna put when you guys do, just so you guys know that you'll have more people.
I have 3 laps from this moment right here.
It's the gap back to pack 2. This group's catching Ian Montrose.
Just call it out when you're coming in.
Doubt they can make it all the way to the end of the stage, but maybe that's what they're shooting for. Try and get those stage points, who knows? Definitely losing ground to pack 2 as Harry Goodell is catching him in a hurry.
I can go one more.
Yeah, same. I'll come next time. Coming next time.
Next time.
Gedward's going around the outside of Cody Cleaver. This group's losing so much time to that lead pack, they're already pit.
Heading this time.
Didn't.
Here comes Ethan Evers. It's like Talmadge and Montrose are going to work together to stay out. And it's just about everybody comes in this time. There's a lot of cars on pit alert at once. First group not able to make it to those stage points that I think they were trying to get to. Just not able to make that work. Talmadge, he's still out there. Talmadge, and look who it is, Thomas Green.
Heading this time, I think.
Comes Talmadge. Looks like Green's coming down. Llewellyn. I can't tell who that fourth car is. Margison, I think. Yes, Margison. So those 4 all hit the pit lane. End of lap 32. That'll hand the lead back to Giglio. As this group did an excellent job.
If it wrecks me, it wrecks me.
They go past the O2 of Richter, put him 2 laps down. Giving out stage points here. Through the tri-oval to complete halfway. Points out to Giglio, Hoitzman, Newton, Dave Hoitzman, JR Deal, Ruby Sims. Oh my gosh, Hayden just gave such a shot to Ethan. Mike Edwards, Harry Grindel, Ethan Evers, and Cody Cleaver. The final car is picking up stage points. This group is 12 seconds back from that lead pack and losing ground after that fight they just had. As you see the distance, they're coming out of 2, the lead pack going into 3 already. It's a large gap to try and make up as the low drag CTC crew did that pit strategy perfectly.
Was the rolling stage completing 33?
End of 33, correct.
Yes.
Harry now going to push Mike Edwards, and they are 12.6 back. We'll see how that gap.
I'll sell my stage points for $20.
Going Newton.
I think that's the best save of my career.
Dominic Lee, Andrix, Jeremy Scherer, a little 3-car pack, 3 seconds behind the cars ahead of him and losing ground. Yeah, Peter Therio by himself, Margison by himself, Llewellyn by himself, Evan Clapper by himself. Reaperchuk has Ian Montrose, they're 21st and 22nd, 10 seconds behind Evan Clapper. We have Scott Elston and Lilith Peters, 23rd and 24th. They are praying for caution as the field is approaching behind them. When you're behind the wheel, this is one of the most fun Dega races ever. Trying to work together in a pack and catch other packs is so much fun. Like the lap machine of Richter has joined this lead pack. So now 7 cars in the group. Don't worry, Roddy. You usually get spicy at the end of these races. Hoitzman has swapped with Giglio. Hoitzman now out front. Giglio second. Newton third. Dave Hoitzman fourth. JR Deal fifth. Then the lap car of Richter. And then Jolene Sims. 13.7 the gap back to Harry Grindel now. This group is losing ground. Ethan Evers is taking over the second spot in the line. And Cody Cleaver, Mike Edwards, Hayden Wall, Thomas Green, Jarrett Talmadge, and then the lapped car of Will Asherbrenner. Harry Grindel is going to move up. Ethan Evers is taking the inside line now. We'll see if Ethan Evers can cut into the lead at all.
Harry, it's not you, it's your internet.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You're just too twitchy.
See if Pack 2 can pick up any momentum now that they've shifted Grindel back.
I'm gonna move to the top of the.
Scott Elston and playoff contender Lilith Peters are about to go a lap down. Lilith's going to stay to the bottom, make the field go around. Her hope there is to try and catch into the field and stay in the draft, try to fight to stay the lucky dog.
What do we think about the Thursday night football matchup, Carolina versus Bears?
Drivers are bored.
I don't fit on my fantasy team. That's the only reason I'll be watching that game. I don't know. That might be the Super Bowl matchup this year.
I didn't even hear what teams they said.
I think the teams with the 2 worst records should play, and whoever wins gets the #1 pick.
I was literally about to say that. That'd be entertaining to watch.
That would be fun, actually. Ooh, Blake got Lucas a little twitchy there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally the 10-10s crew very good at working together here, but Margison nowhere near his teammates. Cher is about 18 seconds up the road, and then
I'm falling
JR
asleep
Deals in the lead
behind
pack.
wheel 'cause this is so boring.
I mean, you could park
We
Margison.
weren't catching the leaders anyways.
It's on the screen here at Telmat. Just going to the front of this pack number 2, see if they can do any better.
So, who's excited for Thanksgiving?
Group number 2 swapped around the leading cars quite a lot, but so far all of them have been losing ground to the lead pack. Sweitzman and Giglio are just better at pushing than everyone else. A lot of playoff cars in the second pack, goodness gracious. This is really where the playoff battle is, because the top 6, none of them are playoff drivers. All of our playoff drivers are in this pack or worse. Talmadge and Green have taken the line to the top here.
It's nice to see you again, Daniel.
Yeah, I was trying to back off a little bit so I could keep the draft.
Thank you.
These cars were all by themselves, kind of collected together. Dan Rieberchot, Ian Monchos, Evan Clapper, Daniel Llewellyn, Zach Margison, Peter Therio. Out ahead from our race leader, you see they are catching this pack. About to be a lot of cars a lap down. sure they will stay at the bottom because they're trying to stay on lead lap. May even get side by side to try and hold the leaders off. Nah, they'll get pushy towards the end, Rowdy. They'll get pushy.
Reading any good books lately, Daniel?
Something tells me Llewellyn doesn't do a whole lot of reading. Inside group all goes a lap down. Now there are 16 cars still in the lead lap. Reberchuk and, well, I guess that's Richter 2 laps down, isn't it? So not the car that's been fighting a lap down. Reberchuk, Montrose, Clapper, Llewellyn, Argison, Therio all lap down. Right now the Lucky Dog battle goes to Reberchuk.
Right.
JRDO shuffled out. Montrose jumps out and almost loses it by himself. The one car of Montrose damn near wrecked there. Evan Clapper's going to pop up in front of Montrose. So we got cars trying to fight to be the lucky dog. So we're getting some side-by-side racing for that. JR Deal's been shuffled out back into that group. $19 laps to go. Blue and white. Evan Clapper trying to pass that yellow, white, and black 13. That is the battle for the Lucky Dogs. They are side by side. Clapper can get ahead of Reberchuk. That would give him the Lucky Dog. Should a caution come out and not involve him. And here come cars to the pit lane. CTC coming to the pit lane. So the race leaders decided it's time for stop number 2. Should be able to make it to the end from here. 7 cars hit the pit lane.
Oh, come on, you're on the off. Scared me there for a second.
They all hit their pit boxes. As the group flashes by on the outside to take over the race lead, Ethan Evers, Cody Cleaver, Mike Edwards. All these cars back to Talmadge will still have to stop and make a pit stop.
Harry, close up, close up, close up.
Talmadge on the verge of losing his group.
Wow.
That was
Talmadge has lost the draft in the 91.
Okay, you're good, Harry.
We're through, Harry. Thomas Green stays in this pack, but they lose Talmadge. Talmadge has been shuffled out. The group's already completed their pit stops, comes out in 11th. Hoisman and Sims. A bit of a gap back to Dave, but they're going to make sure they get back together, all 6 cars here. They have adopted JR Deal. Dave looking to take the lead of this group. Sims tried to block and lead that line. Did not go well for Sims. Daddy Dave going to lead this pack. Currently in 11th. Every car in front of them, though, still has to pit. So this is your leaders of the cars that have been on and off pit lane. Even if the caution comes out, they're still going to be sitting pretty because they've completed their final stops. And there is said caution.
Wow.
He
Fast.
Montrose.
Did you run out of fuel, or are you just a bitch?
24 laps since Montrose has
That's
been
what
on
I
the pit
wanted.
lane. It's like he's trying to shake it back and forth to get fuel. Ian Montrose ran out of gas.
Championship implications.
Well, there's your caution. Montrose runs it out of gas.
Hurry! Gas pedal, go, 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 go. Okay, catch the pace car again. Let's go. Don't just Sunday drive back here. Let's go.
Margeson, last car in the lead lap. Telling people to go. Should give Asherbrenner lucky dog in the 26. Should see Hoytsma and crew stay out. And they'll be the top 6. Hoytsma, Giglio, Deal, Hoytsma, Sims, and Newton. They should all stay out and take the top 6 spots. Rest of the field come down, fill up the tank, come out 7th on back. That would be my guess, unless the...
That both simplifies and complicates things at the same time.
I don't know how it complicates them. And now we get to bunch them all back together and chaos will happen. Should see most of them hit the pit lane, except for, as we said, those 6 that have already been. Looks like those 6 do indeed stay out. Everybody else coming to the pit lane. Ethan Evers, Cody Cleaver, Mike Edwards, Hayden Knoll, Harry Grandel, the first 5 on the pit lane. Dave Hoytsma becomes leader of the race. Show Daddy Dave while he's leading. Out there in his Labor 12 Ford. Blake Giglio 2nd, J.R. Deal 3rd. Lucas Hoytsma's 4th, Jolene Sims 5th, Quinn Newton 6th. Hayden Knoll off the pit lane in 7th. Fuel only for him, then tires for just about everybody else. Ethan Evers took a set, Cleaver took a set, Edwards, Green, Talmadge all picking up tires, Grindell, Lee. Reberchuk looks like a fuel only stop. And back the tires for Therio, Clapper, Margeson, Scherer had a 23-second stop. Don't know what's going on there, maybe brushed the fence. Alec Hendricks still on pit road. 50 seconds and counting for the 12 team. Well, Asherbrenner, the lucky dog.
I just want to everybody know I'm going back to check all the pit stalls after this, so you better have done it right.
Oh god. CDC used to actually do that. It was so frustrating.
Good again.
So frustrating. The reason why this is a joke is because somebody last week decided to try and protest because somebody drove through too many pit stalls. Like, it's not even a defined rule. It's a gentleman's agreement of don't be a dick and drive through pit stalls. Showing Dave because Dave's leading. Let's talk to Dave. Don't get a chance to talk to Dave. So, Dave, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, how's it going? I wanted to come chat with you while you were leading because it's awesome.
Yeah. It's good.
The pit strategy worked out well for you. Stayed on lead lap when you came to the pits, and then caution comes out, so you guys get to cycle to the front. Has to feel good. You guys were in good shape anyway without the pit stops, but it's been working well for you guys so far tonight. And well, now you got the pressure on. Everybody's going to be coming for you.
Yeah, it was a lot better before the caution, but yeah, having this, the track position, everything, and my teammates behind me, and so yeah, we're good. We're good spot.
And forwards. Any team orders going forwards? Or is everybody for themselves?
Nah, no orders. Every man for himself.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Dave Hoytsma in the 79, leading here. Everybody loves Dave, unless you've somehow pissed him off. And if you've pissed off Dave,
For an interview, I wanted to take the top, but I couldn't call it out.
You can still take the top. Just tell him to move. There you go. Problem solved. Ashbrenner completing his pit stop. He will come out. There he is. When he comes out, he'll be the last car in lead lap in 21st. You have Llewellyn, Peters, Elston, and Richter. Those four competing still for the lucky dog.
Thank you, Blake. Thank
Peters is one of our playoff drivers. Spent a lot of time with no nose on that car.
you. Oh, it just something. Never mind. It's not important.
Real quick look at our points while we mute Margerson. Jared Talmadge currently in the 11th spot. Then we have Cody Cleaver in 9th. Lilith Peters back in 22nd. Harry Grindell currently 14th. Ian Montrose, the one car way back. He's had a rough night. He has left the race in 26th. He will not move on to the playoffs in Championship 4. Mike Edwards, he's currently in 9th. And Ethan Evers. Where is Ethan? I can't find him. My mind's blank. He's in 7th. Thomas Green. Thomas, where are you? 11th. So that's where our playoff drivers are running currently. It is going to be a squeeze to the finish. Probably hang out a little bit long tonight to try and figure out who makes the Championship 4. Dave Hoytsman's going to lead us to the green flag. And we are back underway at Talladega. Across the stripe we go. Gets us down to 12 laps remaining. Everybody bunched back up in this big pack. Who will make the moves and when? Already 3 wide. Looks like Andrix in the middle bouncing around. Margerson, now they're 4 wide. There goes the 02 of Jay Richter, the 85 of Elston spit out of the pack. Both those cars a lap down. Looks like Dominic Lee gets into the left rear quarter panel of the 02, turns him down into the 85. All those cars were in the same voice chat, so that's kind of funny. 3 wide through the middle goes Harry Gradell. Try to check in where that 70 car is. Jarrett Talmadge and 30 of Peter Therio on the top line. Now Therio drops back in line with Lilith Peters, leaves Talmadge on the outside lane. Talmadge way out in the 3rd line. His teammate Green's on the inside line, so they can't really work together. Lucas Hoytsma out in front. Quinn Newton, Dave Hoytsma, your top 3. JR Deal looks like he wants to move to the top. Gets up in front of Ethan Evers and 67 of Hayden Lull. Ethan pulls back up on the back bumper of the 9. And 9 goes into the wall. JR Deal into the wreck. Hayden Lull's in it. And a slew of cars are going to go around. That's going to bring out a caution for sure, as there's cars on the track backwards. They're still wrecking. Hayden's still spinning around. JR Deal still wrecking. Gets up into the wall. Well, there's your wreck, Rowdy. Rowdy wanted a wreck and he got it. It's like JR tried to come back up, but Ethan Evers was already to his outside. They go for the same spot and the wreck happens. Oh my gosh, Hayden, Alec Andrix, what a hard hit that was. JR kind of had it going okay and then gets onto the asphalt, bounces the back end of that Mustang around and gets up into the wall again. Let's watch that one from the 67 of Hayden. He goes into the pit lane. Ethan was trying to push him, but JR couldn't keep it straight. Drops down and around they go. Hayden tags Jeremy Scherer. Could have held his brake and avoided that. Jeremy Scherer's 2nd night in a row. He's been the victim of somebody not slowing down. That give the lucky dog to Lilith Peters. Playoff contender should be able to get back on a lead lap now, provided She had no contact in that incident. Looks like she's okay. This guy's close. I think she's okay. It's Jeremy Scherer. Feel bad for Jeremy 2 nights in a row. He had it missed. Avoids the 9, gets through around the 3, back up on the track, and then bam! Hayden Lowell, just no interest in slowing down while he was on the grass. Absolutely annihilates the 15 car. A guy like Andrix had a similar story. Oh my gosh. It's a hard hit. Let's watch Lawala through here. Oh, he gets into JR a little bit, then Andrix turns him around up into Reberchak. Poor Scherer. Wild. It's one of our playoff drivers, the 8 of Ethan Evers. So he gets into the back of Deal there. Deal a little out of shape, then tries to come back up in front of Ethan to line up again. Ethan knows a little too far ahead. Ethan goes for a ride into the grass. Car looks okay for the 8. What a mess. We lose out of that top 6. So is Lucas, Quinn, Dave, Jolene. It was 9 of Deal. Deal was in that group too. Now he's down to 14th. Reberchak, first car on and off the pit lane. Maybe running out of faster pairs. Let's take a look and see. Top 11 are good, still have faster pairs. Alec Andrix had to use one, as did Reberchak, JR Deal. Talmadge still has one, and Scherer used his. Ashburner, Evers, Clapper, and Green still have theirs. And hold on to that as long as possible, as long as you have a good enough car to stay in the draft. Then maybe towards the end, throw in that faster pair to get the fully healed car out there again. Pick out our playoff drivers now that we're bundled back up under caution on the backstretch. We have Cody Cleaver in 5th. I believe he was competing for it. Confused now of which series is which. Yes, Cody is 2nd. See Jarrett Talmadge back in 17th. Cleaver running 6th. Lilith Peters down in 21st, but now back on the lead lap, so Peters can finally start to move forward again. We have Harry Grindell currently 9th. Ian Montrose has left the race in 26th. He will miss the next round. Mike Edwards currently 8th. Ethan Evers in the 8 car is 16th now after all that. And Thomas Green back there kind of with him, wasn't he? And Thomas Green is 20th. So a lot of playoff drivers towards the back, needing to make their way to the front. Not a whole lot of laps to do it. 8 laps to go. It'll be 7 when we get the restart. Four, 5 CTC cars lead us to the field. Green flag back in the air. Hoytsma, along with Jolene. Ruby Sims. See if Sims gets clear of Newton and drops down. Sims will be able to do that. Leaves Cody Cleaver all alone on the outside line. He's going to drop down in front of, I believe that's Dominic Lee in the plain white machine. Harry Grindell now all alone out there. They're going to tuck in drafts, try to suck in, and then make moves. Blake Giglio's jumped to the outside. Cody Cleaver's going to go with. Quinn Newton's going to go with. Outside line formed back up very quickly on the backstretch. Now they're 3 wide back around Evan Clapper in 16th. Jarrett Talmadge, Ethan Evers trying to make moves. Lilith Peters, all those are playoff drivers. The 01 to 3, the 91 to 8, all fighting for their championship lives. They're going to lose 4 cars at the end of this race, and they are trying not to be the ones that go. Up ahead is Quinn Newton out front. Highline prevailing. Cody Cleaver, Harry Grindell right there. Mike Edwards. Field heads into turn 3. JR Deal all the way in the third line by himself. Normally very fast up there with his 10/10 crew, but nobody with him right now. It's like Talmadge decided to go up there along with the 3 and the 8. Now we're getting that third line forming. 5 laps to go at Talladega. Which 4 drivers will move on to the championship? Nobody is safe, nobody locked in. So none of our championship drivers won last week. Only 4 points from leader back to the cut line. I just pounded the wall. Trying to see who that may have been. Ethan Evers. Oh no, one of our championship drivers. Like some netcode between him and the 9. Sends Ethan up into the fence. And that's going to shuffle him out unless there's a wreck, which looks like it's happening right now. The white car, Dominic Lee, gets turned in front of the field and everything goes nuts behind. That all started around Dominic Lee, the plain white car. If you can pick up Lee here. 4 wide. And Dave Hoytsman, it looks like, comes down into him. Let's see if we can figure out why. So Dave and Harry. Cleaver. Well, Dave comes right on down into the 12 and the plain white Dominic Lee machine. It was bizarre. Maybe something happened on his wheel. He just turns left, hard left into the inside line. See who was in it. Harry Grindell, the 91, the 3, all those are playoff drivers. And Lee gets tagged right at the end. Let's see how bad things are. The 8, the 8's going to make it through because he was so far back. Let's see for Talmadge. Gets tagged in the left rear and then don't think he gets hit again. Lots of people near him. Talmadge's car is going to be fine. May need a new set of tires, but his car is fine. Let's go for Thomas Green here. I think he gets sandwiched up into the wall. Yeah, he gets the left front into the fence, and then Harry kind of right up against him. So those 2 playoff cars, we see how they made it through. Andrix comes up, almost hits Harry Grindell. It avoids him. Let's see for Peters. Gets a piece of Lee, but that is it for the 01. Does have some significant right front damage, but if you keep that in line and don't have wheel damage and don't have required, you might be okay to carry on and get a good finish. Check Thomas Green, Harry Grindell.
Do I have damage?
Very interesting. Harry Grindell leads the crew to the pit lane. Missed his box. They're going to take damage repair. He took a fast repair, so in and out
Being honest, Thomas, I
for
don't
the
see
70
much.
as we head to overtime.
Okay, because I mean, I got mollywopped side sword, so my wheel's straight, so I think it's fine. Wheel's straight, we're at 2,000. We're gonna keep chugging.
Harry Grindell, first one off the pit
That's
lane in
kinda how
12th.
I'm operating.
Thomas Green also seems to have taken a fast repair, as has Ethan Evers and Peter Theriot. All of them burned up a fast repair here. Dominic Lee seems to have taken some fast repair as well. Daddy Dave, 14 seconds in the pits. Car looks okay. Now let's look at our fast repairs and see who still has them after that. So we still have it up. Reberchuk and Share we already knew. Now Grindell, Green, Evers, Theriot, Lee, Dave Hoisman, JR Deal have all burned them up. Margison still has his. Waiting for it to run to the second page. See the final 6. There it goes. Peters used hers. Andrix used theirs. Elston and Lowell used theirs. Richter hasn't used his, but he's sitting on the pit lane for 13 minutes. I don't know. I think maybe he forgot to check it. Montrose out of the race used his in 26th. Hoisma still out front with all the calamity happening in the back. We'll be going to a green-white checker finish.
Yeah.
Hoitzman's taking top. Head of Blake Giglio.
Ethan, I implore you, please, never use these cars again.
Martison with his usual griping about the next gen. Maybe we'll put it to the vote in the off-season. Gen 6 or next gen. Put it to a vote for ARCA. ARCA or Gen 4. Change things up, why not? Field works their way into turn number 3. We're getting set for a green-white checker attempt. Be the first of a possible 3. One more reminder of the points, as they are tight. Talmadge, Cleaver, Peters, Grindell, Montrose, Edwards, Evers, and Green. Montrose already out of the race, so 7 drivers contending for 4 spots. It's going to get very, very tight. Interesting to see when Hoitzman and Giglio decide to go. They will go together. Down in the team chat together. There they go, early, as I thought they might. I'm going to try and string the field out. Giglio went around the outside of the 6, so that's going to require him to get a black flag clear.
You say you need a black clear?
Yep. That Evan Clapper going around 44, and the caution is out. We will do it again.
Run right over me. Well, clear. I was 100% clear. You just ran right over me.
Let's find out, shall we?
Didn't check up. Didn't even think about it.
I love pacing.
I think it was Clapper trying to shove his way into a hole, and Edwards not willing to back off and let him
Are
in.
you wrecking people again? Like, I saw that replay. Why are you wrecking people? JP.
Yeah, because if the car was... If he wasn't coming down onto Mike, his car wouldn't have spun to the inside like that. If Mike had hit him in the back, it would have turned him to the right towards the outside wall. So, as a result of those physics, we would say the 44 came across the nose of the 14. It's just how physics work. Clapper on the pit lane. The 44 was trying to force his way down to the inside line, and Edwards was not about to let him do that, and 44 pushed the issue and went around. Now, if you're like, I don't know, halfway through the race, probably let him in. Seeing as you're in a green-white checker finish, no way. Share up into the 6th spot. Cameron Roachok now 7th. Cody Cleaver 8th. Thomas Green up to 9th. Thomas Green was way back in 20th at one point, so he's had a nice recovery. Talmadge 11th. Therio 12th. Grindel 13th. So we'll go to our second green-white checker attempt.
The bulb.
Playoff drivers are 9th, 11th, 13th. And
Okay,
16th,
Monkey dog eye.
17th. Here goes Elston back to the lead lap.
Welcome back to the green white check, Scott Elston.
Appreciate you, Zach.
The Cleaver, the best of our playoff drivers right now. 8th. Did I forget Mikey? I did forget Mikey. I thought he left his banners on. But Mikey in the 5th spot. And then Cleaver. And Thomas Green, Jarrett Talmadge. Ethan Evers. Harry Gardella missed. Skipped him that time. I'm tired, can you tell? And Ethan. And then Montrose out of the race.
Mike, open smash.
Nose damage on the 13. To keep that in mind if he tries to lead a line. Should be on the inside for the restart though. Thomas Green will be on the inside in 9th. Jarrett Talmadge inside 11th. Those two have been making up ground on the outside, so it'll be interesting to see if they can make their way back out there again.
At the bottom.
Mikey's probably in my least favorite spot for the restart. Third car inside line, it's so hard to do anything. Just kind of at the mercy of everyone around you. Blake's rubbing the wall again. That's just a thing he does. every car running is on the lead lap all the way back to 23rd. Like once again, riding the wall. Hydrate in. Pace car is off. Attempt number 2 of a possible 3 at a green white checker. Green flag back in the air. No jumps this time. Keep them all bottled up neck and neck. That should be an advantage to the 16 once we get to the backstretch. Going 3 wide a little further back. Looks like the 30 car pushing Dave Hoytsma up. As Therio through the middle. Looks like Talmadge just found his way to the outside line. Now Green trying to make his way up. They're going to go through the middle now. Cleaver was to Green's outside. Now Talmadge and Green back to the bottom. Hoytsma well out in front with the 6 of Sims pushing. Those two have left the rest of the group. Giglio and Newton did not get it going very well. Looks like we may make it to the white flag, which means we'll only get this second attempt, won't go to the third one. And we do. White flag in the air. Hoytsma, as Lilith Peters crashing hard in the background. That takes out Ethan Evers. Probably race over and season over for Ethan. It's Talmadge, Grindel, Cleaver all up in his lead pack along with Edwards. There is all kinds of jostling going on in the middle there. Quinn Newton's going to try and peek out on the outside of Edwards. Doesn't have any help. Mikey stays in line in the 14. They're wrecking in the background. There goes Margison. There goes Cleaver. Hoytsma trying to block Sims. Sims gets put up into the wall. Here comes the 3 of Green. Can Green go to the apron and make a move? And it's going to be Sims with the win. Hoytsma second.
I couldn't take it. I rolled you. Good win.
Thomas Green third. Quinn Newton fourth. Mike Edwards fifth. Blake Giglio sixth. Oh my gosh, Cleaver just killed Mike Edwards. Talmadge seventh. Therio eighth. Harry Grindel gets top 10 and ninth. Daniel Llewellyn 10th. Dave Hoytsma 11th. Cody Cleaver 12th. J.R. Deal 13th. Scott Elston 14th.
That was fucking terrifying. Holy shit.
Marchison in 15th. Dominic Lee 16th. Well, Asher Brenner 17th. Ethan Evers 18th. Reaver Truck still trying to get to the line. And he'll finish 19th. Lilith Peters dropping down the lineup as Clapper going to finish there. Clapper 20th. Lilith Peters will get credit with 21st. Alec Andrix 22nd. Jeremy Scherer 23rd. Sims getting the victory. We get the top 3 to the waiting room. Johnny, thanks for the raid, my guy. Sims doing the burnout. Wee. Oh my gosh, we're looking at people. And we're in people again. Perfect. How about we get out of there? determined to look at people. Still waiting for anybody in the waiting room. Thomas Green, Lucas Hoytsma, and Jolene Sims. Meantime, we'll watch this awesome burnout. Well, we got Lucas. Lucas finishes P2 tonight in the 97. We saw you give the spot to Jolene there after putting her up in the wall coming to the finish there. Very nice sportsmanship giving the win back to the 6 after putting her in the wall. How do we feel about the race overall, and how much fun did you have?
Oh, I just love these next gens at Talladega. It was a good time. Pretty boring there halfway through. I mean, we kind of, the whole field really separated out. The pit stops definitely aided in that. But, overall, it was a fun night. Cup Series here. And yeah, I knew the move was coming out of 4, and I felt like I was a little too late on it, and I walled her. And it looked worse in my mirror, I'll be honest. I got back out, and I'm like, oh, man. But, still, it was still a good P2 finish, still had a fun night. It doesn't really matter where I finish.
10-4. As long as you had some fun, you got the Friends Family sponsor shoutouts for us tonight.
Yeah, man, just Libra 12, CTC, Low Drag. You have to do the broadcasting, everybody involved, and everybody who raced tonight. It was a really good race.
All right, bud. Congrats on that P2 finish. Get on out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Ben. See ya.
Lucas Hoytsman bringing it home second tonight. See if we can grab Thomas Green. I think he's still hanging out in his team chat. Thomas, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we brought it home third tonight for the 3 car. That should be good enough to move you on to the next round. We'll have to, of course, verify that, but I think you're safe. How do we feel about it?
Me and Jay were just talking, and he was just kind of doing rough numbers, and he thinks I might be 5 behind.
Uh-oh.
Just out, maybe.
Uh-oh. Is that because you didn't get much stage points?
Probably. Yeah, we were gonna play for stage and just try to be as aggressive as we could be, but we just that group that pitted early, and we realized that was probably gonna be the winning call if it went green, and for stage it's points as well. But yeah, I don't know. We did what we needed to do. We just, if Jarrett was with me right off of 4 there, we probably could have won the race. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tight. I mean, I really hope I make it, but I don't know.
It'll be tight. We'll have to see. We'll have to sit there and figure out these points, and I think someone's already working on it, so we'll see hopefully soon, if not right in the next few minutes. And good luck to you, sir. And well, yeah, that's all I can say. Good luck, and we'll see if you make it.
Thank you, man.
You got the Friends Family and shout outs for us tonight for your 3rd place finish?
Shout out to Jarrett for working with me all race. I mean, we both kind of came into this thinking it was kind of a must win for both of us. I mean, him not so much, but we were thinking that's just how we were going to play it. But so I appreciate him for working with me the whole race. I appreciate you for broadcasting. Always love broadcasting. Always love watching broadcasters back and watching them during the race. And big shout out to my girlfriend Anna for all the support. I love you very much. Thank you for everything.
Thanks, Anna. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, so that was second and third. We don't know if we have Jolene. There we go, up in the waiting room now. Hello. It's muted. You know you're muted?
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go. Now we're working. All right, well, we finished with the win tonight, and he did one heck of a burnout while we were waiting for everybody to get into the broadcast booth. How do we feel about the win?
Oh, man, it feels great. This is my first start on iRacing in a month or so. To come back and get a win feels great, even though it wasn't really deserved. Coming across the line, he had to lift, or he didn't have to, but kind of gave me the win. Thank you to the 97, but either way, it feels great.
And 10-4, yeah, you got to take him how you get him, and he felt like he put you in the wall, so, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, is I believe the saying, something along those lines.
Yeah, I think this is my second start in the league, so I think it feels it's kind of cool to win in a league that you're pretty new to. So, and my last race at Charlotte didn't go so well either, so it feels great.
Yeah, I remember that one not being very great for you. This has to feel
good.
Good.
Yeah, let's try and forget that.
Yeah, I tried to. It's still in there.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Friends, Family, and sponsor shout-outs for us for your win tonight?
No, just or thank you for Colin T, he's in the Xfinity series, and Jarrett, both friends in this league. Colin T invited me to this league, and it's been fun. So I'll try and make the rest of the races I can. I have to buy like the rest of the tracks, but I'll be back next season for sure for the
There
full
you go.
schedule. Thanks for broadcasting too.
Yeah, not a problem. And I was going to say, you only have one more track to worry about.
That's true. That's
only
true.
one more week left, and then you get a little break, and you can work on getting tracks for next season during the break, right?
Yeah.
All right. Congrats on the win tonight. Go and celebrate this one. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next week.
Yeah. Have a good night too.
That is Jolene Sims picking up the win tonight in the number 6 Donut Moth Ford. Let's go ahead and look at our final results. And by the way, we have points in, so don't go anywhere. We have our results first, though. Jolene Sims picking up the win. Lucas Weissman, Thomas Green on the podium. Quinn Newton, Mike Edwards pick up top 5s. Then Blake Giglio, Jarrett Talmadge, Peter Therio, Harry Grindell, and Daniel Llewellyn. Page 2, Dave Hoitzma, Cody Cleaver, J.R. Deal, Scott Elston, Zach Martinson, Dominic Lee, Will Asherburner, Ethan Evers, Dan Reberchuk, Evan Clapper. And the final group, Lilith Peters, Alec Andrix, Jeremy Scherer, Hayden Lowell, Jay Richter, and Ian Montrose. 26 showed up tonight, and let's go ahead and peek at the points. I have them over in the Discord. See if we can pop them up and bring them over here. Yep, there we go. We have Jarrett Talmadge, 2087 moving on. Harry Grindell, 2085 moving on. Mike Edwards, Cody Cleaver tied at the 2081. Both of them move on. Eliminated have been Thomas Green, Lilith Peters, Ethan Evers, and Ian Montrose. So congrats to our 4 moving on to fight for the championship next week. Jarrett Talmadge, Grindell, Edwards, and Cleaver. And we will see you guys there. I believe that is at Chicagoland. Let us verify that. I can click this button. And there we go. Chicagoland, November 15th, 1 week's time. We will decide the championship for the 911fleetservices.com. Oh my gosh, this overlay, I can't see anything. Points, go away. Won't let me. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and do our... Harry's the only one with less than 1,000 laps, and that's the kind of stuff interesting when you find them and point them out. Anyway, let's go ahead and pay the bills here. 911 Fleet Services did the race you just watched here tonight, our Cup Series on Wednesdays. Cave City Roleplay does our Thursday night Truck Series. Then we have Fort Worth Screen Printing doing our Xfinity Series on Tuesday night. FSM Customs does our Friday IMSA Road Course Series. And then we have Golden Eagle Syrup doing our Friday night Super Speedway Series. Always a good finish over there, so you really should check that one out. It's kind of a sleeper league. Light of My Life, they give away a candle every Tuesday night, so if you want to win a candle, next week's your last chance to win one. M9 Performance does our Tuesday Modified Series. They'll be doing a doubleheader next week to decide the champion. Sneed Tombstone Game Farm does our Sunday night Street Stocks. Spit and Venom Podcast does our ARCA Mondays. And 1023 Graphics, awesome place to get your base paint schemes and throw your logos on there and look like a professional in iRacing. 1023graphics.com. They do our Dirt Street Stocks on Tuesday. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors that make things go around, and congrats once again to the number 6 of Jolene Sims picking up the win here at Talladega in round 14 to 15 of the 911fleetservices.com Cup Series. Have to say this has been iRacing.com. Head on over there, pick up this track. These cars, come race with us. I'd love to have you be part of our community. Check us out at dgsracing.com. Click that big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord, and you can sign up to run any of our 9 different leagues. We appreciate you so much for being here. Have a great, wonderful rest of your night, and we will see you next week for the championship.